Welcome to our channel, where we bring you the latest updates on global events shaping our world. Today, we explore the dramatic showdown unfolding in the South China Sea, where naval forces from the United States, the Philippines, and France are facing off against Chinese spy ships. As tensions simmer in one of the world's most hotly contested regions, the waters of the South China Sea have become a battleground for geopolitical influence. The presence of Chinese spy ships has sparked alarm among neighboring nations, leading to a high-stakes game of cat and mouse on the open seas. Against the backdrop of rising tensions, U.S., Philippine, and French warships have intensified their patrols in the South China Sea to deter Chinese incursions and safeguard freedom of navigation in international waters. China's expansive claims to the South China Sea clash with those of neighboring countries, leading to frequent confrontations and diplomatic tensions. Over the weekend, the attention of Chinese surveillance vessels and surface combatants was drawn to a fleet of U.S., Philippine, and French amphibious ships and frigates as they navigated from Philippine territorial waters into the disputed South China Sea. This maneuver occurred during Manila's largest annual military exercise. Departing from Puerto Princesa last Thursday, the combined fleet consisting of U.S. Harper's Ferry, BRP Davao del Sur, BRP Ramon Alcaraz, and FS Vendinier commenced the maritime exercise component of Balakatan 2024, with the presence of nearby Chinese warships. Initially sailing through the Philippine archipelagic waters in the Sulu Sea without incident, the ships encountered surveillance by at least two People's Liberation Army Navy spy vessels upon exiting territorial waters on Saturday. One of these surveillance ships, identified as the Type 815 class electronic surveillance ship Tianwangsing, was reportedly spotted near the exercise area, approximately 50 nautical miles from western Palawan in the Philippine Exclusive Economic Zone. Alongside these spy ships, a Chinese frigate came within 7 to 9 nautical miles of the multinational formation on Sunday. During a live-fire drill involving crew-served weapons, the Chinese surveillance ship Tianwangsing reportedly sailed within 2 nautical miles of Harper's Ferry, disrupting the exercise, as observed by a reporter from Taiwan Plus aboard a Philippine Navy warship. However, U.S. exercise spokespeople later denied any disruption caused by the Chinese vessel. Officials from the armed forces of the Philippines expressed nonchalance regarding the presence of planned ships, citing no provocations or disruptions to the ongoing exercise. They emphasized their control over the situation through continuous monitoring and reporting. While maritime exercises have been part of previous iterations of Balakatan, this year's exercise extends its activities into the South China Sea. Planned drills include operations within the Philippines' Economic Exclusive Zone and training for freedom of navigation operations. Additionally, France and the Philippines are set to conduct a separate bilateral exercise outside the scope of Balakatan 2024 on Tuesday. Patrol frigates Vendinier and Ramon Alcaraz will detach from the trilateral formation to engage in bilateral maneuvers in the South China Sea. Details regarding the location and nature of these drills remain undisclosed, although this marks France's first participation in the 2024 Balakatan. A French news release indicated that Vendinier would depart before the exercise's high-intensity phase, involving U.S.-Philippine coastal defense and amphibious assault drills. The maritime segment of Balakatan in the South China Sea concluded on Monday, accompanied by a last-minute appearance of the planned Type 51B Lu high-class destroyer Shenzhen and the participation of U.S. Somerset. Following this phase, the amphibious vessels will transition to other Balakatan activities, including amphibious assault maneuvers and HIMARS rapid infiltration exercises across western Palawan. U.S. Somerset resumed operations over the weekend after undergoing mid-voyage repairs in Subic Bay. Since its deployment in January, the amphibious transport dock has been active in the Indo-Pacific region as part of the split deployment of the Boxer Amphibious Ready Group and the 15th Marine Expeditionary Unit. Ahead of the Balakatan commencement, the Philippine military reported approximately 124 Chinese maritime militia vessels operating within the country's exclusive economic zone, EEZ, signifying a significant surge from typical numbers in the area. Despite the Philippine Coast Guard's deployment of 6 patrol vessels to secure the exercise zones from unauthorized vessels, encounters with Chinese ships persist. Chinese surveillance vessels have been a regular presence across the Indo-Pacific for the past decade. During the Rim of the Pacific exercises, Beijing's spy ships routinely monitor the multinational naval drills around Hawaii. Even in 2014, during China's participation in the exercises with 4 ships, a Dongdio-class auxiliary general intelligence ship was observing the drills from a distance. Japan, Australia, and India have also reported sightings of planned spy ships. In 2022, the Pilan spy ship Hewangsing entered Philippine archipelagic waters and lingered in the Sulu Sea for 3 days under the pretext of innocent passage. The Philippine government voiced its objection to the incursion, noting that its movements, however, did not follow a track that can be considered as continuous and expeditious, lingering in the Sulu Sea for 3 days. These incidents coincided with the U.S.-Philippine Marine Exercise 2022, which featured various activities in Palawan. Amidst this volatile environment, Chinese spy ships have been spotted shadowing foreign vessels, raising concerns about Beijing's intentions and military capabilities. The presence of these covert surveillance vessels has further escalated tensions, prompting a robust response from regional powers. Experts warn that the South China Sea dispute poses a significant threat to regional stability and global security. As naval forces engage in a delicate dance of deterrence and diplomacy, the risk of miscalculation and escalation looms large. As the standoff in the South China Sea continues, the world watches with bated breath. Will diplomatic efforts prevail, or will the waters boil over into open conflict? Join us next time for more updates on this evolving story.